If you guys know me, I'm Alicia Marty. I do the travel club for Kern Brothers Bank, and a lot of you probably also know Kent. Some new faces in here, but a lot of people have met him before. So he is with Mayflower, and also Mayflower owns Emerald Cruise Lines, and so he's going to be talking about the Danube trip, the Danube River tour, which we booked after coming back from the Rhine. It was fantastic. So we can't wait to go back. It was awesome. And then also Canadian Rockies to Glacier. So I'm going to let Kent have the floor.
We're going to switch over to the thing. I didn't know it was coming that fast. We were going to switch over to the share screen. Do you have any good stories, any jokes, or anything to tell? I got to share the screen. Well, you're supposed to. We'll share the screen, get this up. PowerPoint. Open the screen. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Welcome, everyone. Thrilled that you're here. We're going to start getting a PA system. I can see it already. If you can't hear me in the back, you have to move up. Oh, that's all I got. Sorry. But we are thrilled to be here. Of course, when you get an introduction like that from Alicia, you know it holds a lot of weight because how much fun is this gal? Who's ever traveled with Alicia? Anybody? So the best part of whatever I say, you don't have to believe a word I say. Just talk to people with their hands up, right? So we're thrilled to have you. We're going to roll through a couple shows here tonight, one domestic, one international. I even threw a few teaser slides in that Alicia's not aware of, but she always likes that anyway. Possibly talked about. But we've got a couple great trips in 2027. I think a lot of you are aware of them coming. We just want to give you some details and make sure you get your questions answered tonight was the goal. So really briefly, I worked for a company, Mayflower Cruise and Tours, started back in 1979. Little mom and pop joint out of South Chicago, Lyle, Illinois. I actually been from 90 miles out of Fargo, North Dakota. So if you've ever heard of North Dakota, don't you know we've come through there? The ice is now off the lake. Really lovely up there this time of year. Who's been to Itasca? Right? I'm 20 minutes from my dad. So, yeah, it was a 3-day trip, wasn't it? Anyway, we got bought out, as Alicia said, we got bought out by the Scenic people in 2018, meaning we partnered with our international and domestic trips with their river cruises. So now we own 26 river ships, and they're still building them as we speak. So very excited to be here. They started some super yachts, then they went with mega yachts. We got all kinds of things to show you. But tonight we're featuring, of course, I always mention that if you're looking for a place to go, let Alicia know. How do we pick our trips, Alicia? Or we just guess. So we need your input. Keep it coming. Keep it always listening for your best ideas. So we do go to all 7 continents. Anybody got all 7 continents yet? See, stick with her. She's going to get you to all 7 continents. I think Alicia picks us a lot because we have local pickup, round trip Minneapolis Air. We can go to closer airports, but it's really not any better. We hurry up to wait to get to Minneapolis anyway. So we're driving to Minneapolis. The pickups, we like nice properties, great hotels, professional. Everything's professional guided. So you always know you'll be a full-time tour manager. And then I think that bottom line, posted by Alicia, that's worth it all. Our goal is life-enriching experiences. Who went on the Rhine? I just had a lot of people coming in saying hi and thank you for the run. You guys enjoy it? Yeah. I didn't prep anybody. I'm hoping you all say that. But really, was it even better than you anticipated? So, especially once you got there, right? Anyway, that's air travel. don't believe a word I say. Ask those people how their river cruise was. They really are amazing. And you can do them more than once, but we have 7 rivers to do. So we'll be doing those for the next 5 years after this. So lots of great places to go. Alicia asked me to do a little teaser. I got to plant some seeds for 2028. Who likes to be here in February? We all love Iowa. I know that. We're going for the land down under. We're talking about planting seeds for Australia and New Zealand in 2028. The pricing is going to be out in the next 90 days. And we'll have we have a 16-day program. And if I know Alicia, we'll be doing the 20-day program with the mainland, 3 nights, 3 nights, 2, and then over for 7. Hold on. Lots of nights on New Zealand. Everybody goes to see Australia, but they fall in love with New Zealand. So we actually spend more time on New Zealand than Australia. Unbelievable trip from the top tropical area of Cairns with sky rides. The Aboriginals there. We meet the tribes. We're going snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef. I'm telling people, get a snorkel, fill the bathtub, and just start practicing. You've got a snorkel. It's unbelievable. We're going to Sydney to see that opera house, that Sydney Harbor Bridge. We're doing a dinner cruise on the Sydney in the harbor. We're going to meet some of their local the original residents of Australia with wallabies and kangaroos and koalas and dingoes and echidnas and all these things we don't have here, except in zoos. We're going to see a fairy penguin march. Where in the world can you see a fairy penguin march? There's one place, and that's going to be you standing right there. No flash photography. You don't want to scare them. They only get that big. The adults, 8 inches max. We're going to see them. To New Zealand. Queenstown, possibly the most beautiful city on the earth. Absolutely gorgeous. Lake Wakatipu, the remarkable mountain range around it. We take a steam train or steamboat out to a farm. We're going to see some of these great peaks, Mount Cook to Christchurch. Remember that horrible earthquake? They're still devastated by that. So they're talking about moving city center 7 miles. You ever move the city? They're moving the city. North Island's got the Maoris. We had Aboriginals in Australia. We're going to meet the Maoris over in New Zealand. Have one of the Hungai feasts with them at their place. They have incredible geothermal energy, so we're going to see those. We've got the sheep farm, the kiwi, the sheep farm. I think it's in there. We're going to Hobbit Town. Everybody see the Lord of the Rings? All these doors are about that high, and you can go right to the houses. Very cool. Finished off by a tall ship sailing out into the Pacific Ocean in Auckland. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a great trip. It's going to be in March or February of 2028. Just mark it down. Just stay the whole month. Just stay the whole month. It's a 20-day trip. And it's still not long enough. But anyway, had to put the teaser out so you all at least got a feel for it. Yeah, I need to jump a few. Daniel. It's got to be batteries, guys. Anyway, there we go. Told you to jump. Told you to jump. Anyway, we are going to the Canadian Rockies and Glacier National Park. And I'm sure it'll show up here in a second. Anyway, love the trip because it's hitting so many highlights of where we want to be. Anybody work with me here? Stuck? What's your deal? Now where are we? I can't tell if that's New Zealand. It's so beautiful. What is wrong? Doesn't like this one slide. All right, heck with it. We're going to start on that. No, we're not. That's fun. Work with me or busy. Does not like that slide. All right, well, you're just going to go. You're going to love it. 9 days, 13 meals, but we're flying into Calgary. Then heading down to Glacier National Park. One of the most beautiful parks in all the US. A lot of people don't, we just don't get there, even as close as it is. 2 nights up at Banff, that $1 million mile, the highways, the Icefields Parkway drive up to Jasper, back to Calgary, send you home 13 meals. We're starting Calgary. Calgary is where when you're on the top, you can't even see the Rockies from here, except on a clear day on top of the Calgary Tower. So it's a great place to start, but we're going to head south. So we're going right across the U.S. border to Waterford Lakes National Park. Doesn't that almost look like one of those New Zealand pictures? Absolutely gorgeous. What's the best way to see areas? When I'm around a lake, I love these boat cruises. It puts you in a whole different perspective. I call trains and boats, I call them the path less traveled. But not everybody does them. You don't get that. You just can't see it like you can from a boat narrative. The most photographed hotel in all North America claims to be the Prince of Wales Hotel. So we have to stop there, have a bite to eat. We're going to be staying in Glacier National Park. To this day, I went and put it in 19, but to this day, 1 million acres, 25 unique glaciers. Now, word is, they're melting off. And you know it's true, because they are. There's times they think the glaciers might be gone by 2050. Oh, some of these are very small. It's just what's left. And that's just life. When's the best time to go to Glacier National Park? It's now. Because it's going to change and it'll be different forever. But you can see just how gorgeous. 1 million acre park since 1910. We're staying at a gorgeous spot ourselves in the national park, Glacier Park Lodge. I just like the entryway. Just built for that majestic size, because when you see the beauty around it, and when you're in that national park, you're going to see why we picked that property. We're going to take the jammer cars. Remember the jammer? You probably heard of them. Anybody rode these? I mean, I'm sure somebody had. The old jammer cars were known because they couldn't catch the gears. They were constantly jamming them into gear, grinding gears, until 1990. Ford stepped in and said, "Hey, we'd like to fix up your cars." And they moved them over to an F350 frame. They put some better engines. We got the 6.2 engines in them now. I think it's the Duramax. And now we're taking those. They made original 37 of them, 35 still in service. Jammer cars to take that. Now, would you rather drive it or have a professional driver? And I know you guys, you're like me. I'd love to drive. I don't want to take my eyes off the road very much if I'm driving on that one. Here's your chance to relax. Sit back, enjoy. So, absolute gorgeous, beautiful time. 2 nights there. Then we're heading north. Now we're going to be at Banff. We got a great property. You always know Banff by that one mountain. It's that beautiful shot. We've got a great property. How about background like that at every hotel you've ever stayed at? We're at Banff. It's in the national park. What a better way to see it? Of course, again, we're in the beautiful Banff. As we get later in the season, you'll notice the water turns from a darker green, emerald green, to the bright iridescent green. First, it's an annual snow melt, then it turns into glacial melt. Those minerals make it look fake. Looks like it's been photoshopped, right? What's the best way to see it? Do you have any of those people that hate heights? Where's that? Who's talking to me? They don't like heights. Sorry. He doesn't mind heights. He doesn't like to fall from them. Don't step out and stay in the corner. Some people, right? So what better vantage point can you get than from Sulphur Mountain? And again, have you ever seen a picture depict size, depict depth, like being there? There's nothing like being there. So imagine it's that gorgeous. Look at that Bow River coming right through Banff. Our property right on the main drag. That's where we're at. 2 nights. I like this trip with 2 nights, 2 nights too. That way you're not moving your bags every time. It ain't no 7-night river cruise, but it at least is multiple night stays. That's a big deal. Off we go to take this school bus on steroids, 6-wheel drive snow coaches to take us up on Alabama Glacier. This is the day you want to wear your sunglasses on a sunny day. Can't even see. It's so bright up there. Bring your sunglasses. It's a must. Then people little plastic cups. Get the glacial melt. You can actually dip it out and drink that pure water if you choose. The same Mexico. This is pure glacial water. Keeps you young. Okay? Keeps you young. Like the Fountain View. And there's none of us that don't like that. They added some a few years ago. It seems like every time you got some high topography, a lot of hills and dales, they got to put out a skywalk. So we're including a ticket on the glass-floored skywalk. It's only 300 yards above the floor. Anybody know football fields about 100 yards? 3 of them straight down. Yeah, that's all right. If you're afraid of heights, don't look down. Right? Is that simple? Don't jump. Yeah, don't jump. Stay on the bridge. Well, I can see it going right now. Who's going to get hurt, girls? On we go to Jasper again. Now we took the Icefields Parkway. We've got the pinnacle of the Canadian Rockies right next to us. So we can see that's what you're looking at the whole trip. That's the Icefields Parkway. On we get to Jasper on the north end of these incredible Canadian Rockies. Of course, they continue. That's kind of where the roads end, though. Jasper Lake, there's several lakes around Jasper, but we're going to take a boat ride on Malign Lake. Just see how clear that water is, how much depth you can see down through that gorgeous water. And again, the vantage points from a boat, so different than sitting on the side, a train ride, a boat ride, a car ride. You just can't see it like you can from a boat. I mentioned the Icefields Parkway. Obviously, this slide is out of order. That was yesterday. Just work with me here. Work with me here. I'll talk to the guy that made the slideshow. Look at that road, guys. Right? Is that the drive to Decorah? I mean, Lansing's beautiful, but right? Absolutely stunning. Every day, you'll be wowed. Just like the mountains themselves. And like I mentioned before, best way, the only way to see the mountains from Calgary is on the Sky 360 restaurant. So when we get back to Calgary, we're going to have our dinner, farewell dinner, on the Calgary Tower, 630 feet up. Don't jump. Thank you. You, on a clear day, you'll see those Rockies that just drove right through the middle. Fantastic trip. August 1 through 9. It's as peak the season as you're going to get. Most perfect time to go. And I looked at the price. I'm going to tell you guys,